Hey, good morning, guys. Back at the nut farm. I'm gonna do some brake work here on the old Dodge. Getting her all set up. We can get them brake drums off and see what we got. I guess it's the wheel that was hung up the worst when I was pulling it out of the barn. I better get a parts pan here. Hang on a second. Okay. Rigs. Yeah, so I greased these about 25 years ago. Looks like it's holding up pretty good, grease-wise. It's all hanging up some. We might be getting might have to get the drum puller out. Well, it might come off. Bearing out of there. Pretty good. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and get the drum puller. A little oddity here on the Dodge. The right side of the truck wheels have right-hand threaded lug nuts. The left side have left-handed threaded lug nuts. That is what it is. Come on. Come on, fingers. There you go. In there a little ways so I don't strip the drum out. Or my lug nuts. There we go. Socket for that. Or crescent wrench. Fits all. Hang on. Puller's walking off the hub. It doesn't have a point on the thread stem. We're coming off pretty crooked here. Get that bottom lug threaded in a little further. Looks like the top's pulling off faster than the bottom. We ought to weld a button on that. Keep it centered. Come on, babe. Oop, something just popped. Sliding off the brake pad there. This one's stuck on this side. Hey, well, pretty good on the lining. Brake drum's smooth, but it's pretty crusty. Looks like pretty good thickness on the drum. All my grease is hanging on in there. Don't look too bad. Get my puller off. I'm sure I'll be needing that again. I filled the reservoir up for the master cylinder. There's some of my brake keepers. It must have been what popped loose. Yeah. brakes are looking, or the keepers are looking pretty pretty crusty. Old brake puller. I believe I got this at an auction. Quite a while back. But it works. Back bearing. Seal. A little tight. Seems to be rolling okay. Nice and greasy. Grab some paper towels. Plenty of grease in there. Bearing races feel pretty smooth. Yeah. Adjusters, I doubt they're going to turn. I'm going to try. looks like it. Probably gonna have to loosen them adjusters up. Nuts loose on the back. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get all my grease fittings I can find. Old 53 got grease fittings on the springs, steering knuckle, drag link, star, tie rod, my bleeder screw. Get that soaking. Penetrating oil on them adjuster nuts. Go ahead and get the brake pads off. Or loose. Yeah. Need a pair of vice grips. Screwdriver. Yeah. Keep her off. Get that C-clip off of the adjustment stud. Yeah, that's moving. this is like an oil. Like a felt ring under there. Yeah. Pretty crusty. That's a felt ring to hold oil. The other side. That one there is not quite a C-clip anymore. Kind of looks like a question mark. What are you doing to me? That one's pretty crusty too. They might come off. That spring off would be a lot easier, but I'm pretty damn tight. Wrong way. Get on the other side of that hole. I got some leverage. Come on. Come on. There you go. Returning spring looks pretty good. You can see I got pretty good lining left on the brakes. That side's even a little thicker. I imagine those will pass inspection. More adjustment. I take that back. Those are the brake adjusters. You can see how they're cam shaped. If you roll them out this way, it's going to raise that brake pad out. If you roll them in this way, it's going to squeeze them in. Get some oil on them. And steering box loosened up again pretty good once I got it rolling. Get all these soaking. Hopefully I don't gotta tear everything apart. Hope everything will take grease. Ain't much left of that grease cup. They aren't quite as fancy as they are now. It's basically just like a rubber bucket. Fits up over the socket. Well, there's a hack. That was probably me. Got a nail for a quarter pin. Yeah, let me get an air line out here. See if we can take a look at the calipers. Or the wheel cylinder. Let me get some air before I tear anything else apart. Watch your eyes. Well, just blew that down the yard. Ooh. That don't look too good on that side. Full of rust. And cylinder rubbers are pretty good shape. It looks like piston powder. Find that other rubber. The other rubber's pretty good shape too. Yeah. Something tells me these are not going to move very well. What do you think? Watch your eyes. Now that bore there in the bottom, right in here, it's all rotted away. Looks like this backside of the cylinder is pretty much the same. Yep. A lot of piston powder, oxidation. Watch your eyes. Yeah, that one there, well, that's not the cylinder bore, it's the piston that's all pitted and rotted. Yeah, that's the same way. It's not the bore, it's the piston. Any chance those will move? Any betters in the crowd? Nada. Now that one moved. Cracked around the edge a little bit. See what the old PB does. Not much hope. doesn't look good for the home team. Well, that one actually slid out a little. Huh. Got a brass rod. I don't. Oh, it's moving now. Here comes the, if it's brake fluid or PB blaster. You can see it puffing some brake fluid out either side. Well, that's moved about a ½ inch. This one here's clear out to the edge of the bore. Cover that out. Get brake fluid everywhere. Get my brake pads out of here. Looks to be all the way in. And this one's right out to the edge now. Keep working them back and forth. If that's bottomed out. This side's sticking out about 1/4 inch. I think his piston should slide the whole way through there if I'm not mistaken. There it comes. About ready to pop out. Where's my let me get my socket in there. Oh yeah. Catch that thing before it flies across the yard. There it is. Those looked like a replacement. I cannot remember replacing them back in Monaca 25 years ago or so. Hell no, it'd be 35 years ago. Maybe I did. There's the rubber. A lot of brake fluid. Ooh, a lot of sludge. Well, the rubber looks pretty good. The spring looks good. There's a lot of nastiness in the bottom of that. Ew. Get that one out the other side. Just keep going with it, I guess. Bouncing off that rubber. Well, there's a piston off the other side. Feel that corrosion there on the bottom. Big notch in it. Same way on this one, where it was laying on the bottom of the cylinder. It's all big thin spots all the way around this side. So it's pretty much intact except for where it notched out on the bottom. A lot of nastiness in that cylinder. I was hoping for a rebuild kit, but I think it's going to need new cylinders. Pretty galled up. Let me get my light and the camera, or get a light and I'll give you a peek down that cylinder bore. Don't look too promising. I think it's past toning. Let me get you in there. Wait. Okay. There's some pretty good pitting on the bottom side. Top looks pretty clean, but that bottom side where the water probably settled, it's got some pretty deep pits in it. I think that's beyond honing or saving. Oh, be looking for some front wheel cylinders. I'm going to move on to the back wheel and see what we get back there. There's some pistons. I would say those have been replaced, but I do not remember doing them. Rubbers don't look dry rotted or cracked. They're all pretty flexible and still read them. RM high temp. And yes, made in the USA. big notch in the bottom of it. Well, we'll move along to the back wheel and see what we get back there. Well, I'm going to try one more thing here before we move to the back wheel. Let's see if those brake adjusters will move. Looks like it's going to be 1 1/16. Yep. If those things will budge at all. Got a, looks like a big spring on the backing. Yeah, that one moved. There we go. Those will rotate the whole way. Or if they're supposed to. Yep. Looks like they go 360. Well, that would probably be the furthest in right there. Smallest side of the cam's in. Turn it this way, it would push the brake pad out. Let's try the other side. There it goes. A little bit of luck there. Looks like about the about as small as you can make the positioning. I don't know if that comes apart or not. I'm not going to break it. They're working, I'm going to leave them be. I do want to try the bleeder screw, see if that'll pop loose without breaking. And it looks like maybe 5/16. Let's see what I got. Yep, another 5/16, 3/8. Where's this one bigger? use a 5/16. Huh. Okay, one more time. It's going to be a 7/16. That's a ticket. Come on. You know you want to go. That's not looking promising. I probably put some heat on that cylinder now that all the rubber's out of it. And the cylinder's pretty well shut. Let me try that. If that does anything. If I do something, it'll probably burn my fingers. I want to go that way. Uh-oh. There she goes. Yeah. A little more luck. A little bit more. Well, what do you think? Maybe you should go ahead and try and get the cylinder out. It's looking like 1/2-inch bolts. next obstacle would be the brake line. Any chance that popping loose? That looks like maybe 5/8. Sure just brought all my wrenches out. Got a 1/2 inch here. There's a 1/2 inch. Hell, look at that! It moves! Out the other side. Yes. A little heat never hurt nobody, huh? I think there's enough room to get a socket in there. The steering pin is right beside it. It's one of those ones you can get about a 1/2 a turn and that's it. Coming out by finger. A little warm. The other side. Take that whole brake assembly plate off, backing plate. I can get in there to clean it all up. Oop. Now let me see if I can get a it's looking like a 5/8. I've said that before. Okay. put that cylinder back on so I can get some torque on the brake line fitting. Took the blader screw out so I don't snap that on. Oh my, unbelievable. Pretty loose. Get lucky. Very lucky. Look at that. Look at that. Copper sealer, copper washer. Yeah, that's pretty nasty looking. Well, should we go ahead and try the backing plate? He says. Well, maybe. Somebody out there must be holding their tongue right. I'm getting way too lucky here. Something else holding that on. Oh, the bottom brake pad connector goes the whole way through. Well, I don't think I want to go that far yet. I ought to be able to get in there with a wire wheel and get all this nastiness off. Maybe a coat of paint. I remember I painted all this outside and the brake drum red back in Monaca. I didn't do a real top-notch job, but most of it stuck on there. Didn't seem to get, well, I didn't ever put that many miles on it. It was probably never really overheated. Well, that'll be that, Will, for now. lot more luck than what I thought I was going to have. There is some kind of a part number there on the casting. Looks like a N there, but I can't read these. I have to wire wheel that, see if anything will come off of it. Well, there's some numbers. 79593 N 25 I don't know, that could be a 5, a 6, or an 8. And there's an S down here in this little square. I don't see nothing on the other side. That might give me a little help trying to find the cylinders. Okay. Move along to the back wheel. Not too bad a shape for a 53, huh?